A reading from the Gospel of Matthew. As Jesus was walking along, he saw a man called Matthew sitting at the tax booth, and he said to him, "Follow me." And he got up and followed him. And as he sat at dinner in the house, many tax collectors and sinners came and were sitting with him and his disciples. When the Pharisees saw this, they said to his disciples, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" But when he heard this, he said, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. Go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice, for I have come to call not the righteous, but sinners." Then the disciples of John came to him, saying, "Why do we and the Pharisees fast often, but your disciples do not fast?" And Jesus said to them, "The wedding guests cannot mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them, can they? The days will come when the bridegroom is taken away from them, and then they will fast. No one sews a piece of unshrunk cloth on an old cloak, for the patch pulls away from the cloak, and a worse tear is made. Neither is new wine put into old wineskins. Otherwise the skins burst, and the wine is spilled, and the skins are destroyed. But new wine is put into fresh wineskins, and so both are preserved." Here is the gospel.
Jesus was a radical in that he dealt with issues from the root. The call of Matthew, the tax collector, exemplifies one of these issues. Matthew was apparently not the sort of person that devout folks would associate with. But Jesus was often at table with despised persons of his day, tax collectors, notorious sinners, prostitutes. This broad association with folks in need of grace, healing, and new life seemed to comprise Jesus' daily life. Jesus explains himself by saying, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick." This was apparently shocking, though it ought not to have been. Restoration has always been a fundamental premise in Jewish law, and yet Matthew criticizes the establishment for having lost that sense. And there is a perennial danger that the church can lose itself and close itself off from certain others and become exclusive. Jesus' response points to the common ground of humility. The bottom line is, if we don't admit our needs, that we're weak or sinful or lost in some way, then we're as good as admitting that we don't need the great physician. Confession then brings us to our place alongside other sinners at the Lord's table. It's like we grow a new skin in which to hold the grace that Jesus has for us at the table. Lord, grant us the humility to shed our old skin and receive again the new wine that you have for us today.
There